G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. So as you've seen, we've got a new race car. Yes, it's a wingless sprint. But today I thought, since I'll be racing on Sunday, so 2 days in my car, thought I would make a video running through what a dirt kart is and where we race them and how we do it over here in Australia. So today I'm going to start off by getting this car out and moving the dirt kart over here, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, got that done. I also forgot to mention that I've got a new camera now, so I've got a GoPro Hero 8. So this camera quality will be better, and racing footage will be way better with, you know, Hyper Smooth 2.0. May make it look a bit smoother than it actually is, but at least you can see what's going on. But yeah, so let's run through what we got here. So this is the dirt kart. This is what we run over here in Australia. I know some of you American, if you come from America, you run similar to these. Not really. They're little dirt karts with, you guys will run like slick tires and 4-stroke with, they go around in the oval, but these are a bit different. So this is ADKA. So pretty much this is like an asphalt kart. Little things are different. We've got dirt tires on them obviously, and we don't run in an oval like you would on speedway. We run on like a circuit track, so pretty much a go-kart track, just dirt. So yes, it's pretty much like a asphalt kart, but some things are different. Obviously we've got dirt tyres like I said, but our frame, our tubing, is a lot thinner than asphalt karts. And that is because on asphalt, you want it to be as stiff as possible, because stiff kart handles better because you're not sliding around. But for us, because we're sliding, we want the actual frame to bend and flex as we are driving around the corner. So yeah, our frame is a lot thinner and is able to flex as we go around the corner. You'll also see with the steering, there's obviously a lot more steering to it. It's pretty much direct, so straight down the shaft. And yeah. But you'll see, I'll just turn these and you'll see the outside wheel will stop about there and the inside wheel will keep going. That means this is actually turned in more than the outside wheel, which means when we're sliding through the corner, so this I'd be going this way, it's actually helping us to drive out of the corner a bit. So yes, that's another part. Also down here at the back, we got 1, 2 bearings pretty much holding the axle here, right? We only got 2. Asphalt, they'll have 3, so they'll have 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there, but we only have 2. So if you want to, like, that's an easy, quick way to different between a dirt kart chassis and a asphalt chassis, you just come up here and look, there'll be, if it doesn't have anything on it, it's just a frame, it would have 2 of these, and you go, right, that's a go-kart frame for asphalt. So another thing is this is the same as you would have on asphalt, the engines we use, right? So this is a Yamaha KT100. So 100cc 2-stroke. It's a Yamaha built specifically for dirt karting, so well, go-karting. The main difference is a lot of asphalt karts, they run clutches on there, so and an electric starter, so you can just start her up and then put your foot down and it'll be centrifugal clutch. So as the revs come up, you start to go. We don't. We have, I don't know if you can see that, just directly out of the motor to the back wheels, which means we can't have an electric start, don't have a clutch. So if you spin out, your race is done. So yeah, you've got to be pretty consistent in these things. But that does mean, because we don't have the electric starter, that you need to push start them. So what people do is, well, I don't do that because I have made one of my mates built an electric pusher for us, which hooks onto the back here. It's got 2 wheels on it. Dad holds it, pushes me out. But a lot of people don't have those. So you have 1 or 2 people grab it, lift it up, run, drop it down, and you start up. But yes, so that's really only difference, just slight different to asphalt. But yeah, so this is a Yamaha KT100. So, but there's multiple classes. So the one under KT, so KT is a senior class. You got KT Junior, so KT100 Junior, which is still a 100cc, but they got some differences to them. So like, I think it's got a smaller cylinder, smaller piston. You know, I don't know. I really don't know the difference. They're both 100s. You know, I think actually no, it's not smaller pistons, but this has got a shorter stroke. So these rev up to about 10k. So yeah, they scream. So yeah, you got KT Juniors under, then you got Rookies, which is a KT Junior just with a restrictor plate in it. So a restrictor plate, for you who don't know, sits in between the carburetor and the engine, just in here. And what it is it just limits, it has a smaller hole and limits the amount of air that can get into the engine, which limits the power. But yeah, the classes go right down. You can start this when you're 5. 5 to 7 is midgets, so they run just whippersnipper engines on them, so they're really little kids. Up to, you got next one up from this is 125, so they're all 2 strokes. And then you got KT Twins, which are crazy. They've got 2 of these, so 1 engine here, another engine there, but nah. And you got, there's many classes that you can do, you know. Yeah. So another thing I forgot to mention in that video just before is a bit more about the engine. Is, so obviously it's a Yamaha 100cc. It's just got it's just running through a carburetor because it's a 2-stroke, obviously. These things, they make about 15 horsepower. I told you how much they rev up to, so yeah, about 15 horsepower, which is pretty quick. Like, this could get you probably about up to 120 k's. I don't know what that is in miles for you guys over in America. That was probably, what, 60 miles is 100 k, so I don't know what that'd be like. 70 or 80 miles an hour, I don't know. Someone correct me in the comments, but yeah, so about 120 k's an hour, 15 horsepower. Like, this thing weighs nothing, so it pushes you, and because they're 2-stroke, when you put the foot down, it goes like straight away, straight power. As long as you got your jets running right, so you got your high jet here, and you got your low jet. So got this one, high jet about 1/4 of a turn, and then this one is at 1.5 of a turn. And if you set that up right and you keep it running, these KT motors do not like to run slow. They don't like running slow because then they bog down. So that's why when we're doing our roll arounds, because we roll start, I will put my low jet probably like down just a bit like that. So that's when we're doing our roll around, so the engine's running, when it's running slow, it doesn't bog it and flood it up. And just as I'm coming around the corner for the green flag, I'll turn it up and I'll do a fast start where instead of taking my foot off the accelerator to make sure I hold the speed, I'll keep my foot down and I'll just, oh, it's hard for me to do this, but I'll keep my foot down, so about there, and I'll just use a brake to slow myself down, which keeps the revs up, and as soon as that green flag drops flat down, you get a good start. But yeah, that's just a bit more about the motor. So now I'm gonna put the car on the ground and I'm gonna show you a few more key features, and yeah, so let's just place the camera here. And so sometimes most people use 2 people, lift it off the ground, or you can, if you only got 1 person, very simple, just tip it back like this, put your foot here in stand so it doesn't go anywhere, place it back down, like that. Take a stand out, get it out of the way, and just drop it down. So, obviously, it is a lot smaller than the windlass. But what I wanted to show you was, when I was talking to you about steering, if you can see, if I steer, see how the car is actually lifting up? I'll see, down here. So, when I steer, see how this wheel is off the ground? Same with the other side. The whole car actually lifts as we steer, which is when you're sliding, that's making the whole frame flex. And a lot of different manufacturers, this is BRK, who are pretty big, the main difference with this bar here, each different chassis that's different, which some of it moves forward, which makes the rear more loose, so able to flex more. Move back makes the rear more stiff. So a lot of guys and girls that make these, that's really what they're changing, to have different chassis and perform better or worse. On this thing, I just run cable brakes, so it's just straight back to the brakes. Same with this, it's just a cable goes through to the engine. Some people run hydraulic brakes. I don't feel the need. There's no need. Waste of money. Too complicated. You don't need them. These work perfectly fine, so just use these. Plus, I did have a go on my friend's car who was hydraulic brakes, and they're very finicky, so you gotta be careful with them. But yeah, that's about it really. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. We start racing this in September, so we've got a few things we need to do. So we've got to bolt the seat in, get some seat belts, and that's about it really. And then once we do that, it's ready to drive. Oh, we also got to get some quick chain gears for the diff back here, but other than that, it's ready to drive. Like, starts off and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for some videos of that, because it's gonna be epic. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.